This is the video David comparison for understanding visual arts, Jonathan Jordan. Okay, so Donatello and Michelangelo both worked on their sculptures of David in the Renaissance period. Donatello's David took place in the early Renaissance, while Michelangelo's took place during the High Renaissance. For this being, they both have a few similarities to each other, while a lot of differences due to the difference in time period. So some of the similarities that I was able to pick up on were they're both nude, which is able to see, and they're both standing tall with their left knee bent in from their perspective. And that really caught on to me because their stance, because the whole idea behind this piece was some type of battle before, after. Some of them I've seen during, but for these two, I'm able to note that Donatello's looks more like it's after the battle with it, because Donatello shows a sword and kind of shows the drained look in the facial expression, while Michelangelo's focuses more on a heroic feel because there's no weapons. It looks before the fight too. I was able to note. So I was also to note that they both rely on different levels of light to showcase the points in the sculptures. While looking at Michelangelo's, we're able to see the light really focus on the chest area and like the stance with his hands and his body, while Donatello's focuses more on more of a shadow feel. They both have to do with a battle, which I noted already, and they both focus only David. He's the center of attention in both pieces. So with Donatello, he was made out of bronze material, a bronze sculpture, which is really, it's dark, it's like black. Donatello's sculpture was also only 5'2", which is the size of humans more realistically than Michelangelo's, whose sculpture was 17 feet tall, which is not realistic at all. Donatello's was focused more on, I felt like, power, but through the power, he was drained from the battle that had just occurred. And I felt like Donatello's was less human-like due to the less detail in the body and the texture that it was showing, because Donatello's focused more on like a smooth metal feel, while Michelangelo's looked soft, smooth, like a human. But that also has to do with the material of Michelangelo's, which was marble. They both show strength, while Michelangelo shows more of the heroic side for it. For both of them being in the Renaissance area, we were able to note that they were able to view one another's work throughout the time. We also able to note the difference in what they're placed on. Donatello's placed on more of a, I don't know what word this, collection of different like war feelings, the detail behind it, and his feet, I think his boots, show different designs, different carvings, represent the things that he's been through the battle itself, while still standing tall. While Michelangelo is more of a pretty boy, we should say, just is standing there looking out, while also having more detail on different parts of the body, like the knees and the chest, because that is the point that I caught on to. And lastly, one key difference that I was able to see was the difference in the facial expressions. And Michelangelo's, we were able to see more of a like looking out look, kind of like what's going on, confidence. But Donatello's looks drained and kind of like, okay, this is over. Okay. And that's my comparison of Michelangelo's David and Donatello's David.